Hey guys, what's going on? Matt from the Wrestling Fellas YouTube channel here. Now, this next video is part 2 of the video you saw last week. It is us talking about CM Punk and what we think is going to happen. The video originally was 2 hours long, and I just thought we might as well just split it up in two and do 2 separate videos. So it's just going to leave right off from where the last video was. So if you've not watched that, go check it out on the YouTube channel. While you're there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment on it as well, your thoughts on CM Punk returning. Let's get straight into it. CM Punk returns to WWE after 10 years away. Let's go. And then at the end, when they're all holding their hands up, the cage is I thought it was being pulled up, but it wasn't. Cody Rhodes music was playing, and then all of a sudden, Cult of Personality plays over the tannoy, the PA system, whatever you want to call it. And CM Punk returns after 10 years to WWE. I did a video as soon as it happened. It was 5:30 in the morning. You could see my eyes were absolutely burning because I just wanted to go to sleep. And I thought, I'm going to have to get a video out because it's just got to be done. So I don't even know what I said in the video. I literally just edited dead quick and got it out there. So I'm sorry if it's just gibberish. But we know your thoughts on CM Punk. So I don't want to absolutely just dive into your thoughts because we already know your thoughts. You've been very open and clear about them. It's very interesting. I'm very intrigued to see what happens in WWE now. I'm intrigued is the word I'm using. Obviously I have different thoughts on it. Like yourself, you very much hate him. I don't like him. I didn't want him in WWE, but I'm sat there and I'm like, the buzz around it now as everyone, that was apparently that Raw, from what I read when I woke up this morning, was the most watched Raw in 10 years. Because obviously Randy Orton returning, CM Punk returning, and then the fallout from War Games as it own. Plus you had the video of Seth and Drew, or the news about Drew and what happened, and then you had the video of Seth. Now, we've both got opinions. We're very opinionated people. That's what makes this work between us.
Yeah. We just sat here and agreed on everything, we wouldn't have views at all.
It'd be boring. Yeah. So that's why I always say when you're giving your opinion, I always look at it from a different side rather than just I totally agree because it's boring that way. We the podcast just wouldn't do anything. By the way, if you're interested in what we're saying, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and click the link in the description below to go to WWE shop and buy yourself the new CM Punk t-shirt. Oh. And also, you noticed I do wind John up a lot. He winds me up. It's what we do. So
go buy Cody's camo shirts. They're far.
I would say go and buy Dirty Doms, but his t-shirts.
Yeah.
Not happy whatsoever.
Go buy the new Judgment Day white shirt and the Finn Priest
Dirty Doms off, and I'm not happy. I wanted it.
Go buy their shirts. They're gonna need it.
So yeah, I'm more intrigued now. I don't want it. I keep saying it, and someone messaged me. I've not spoke to for years, and he messaged me on Sunday night, going, "The GOAT is back." So I said, "Give your head a wobble, sort it out."
The GOAT just left. A couple weeks ago, he got injured.
Yeah. I went, well, actually, at first I went, I know R-Truth's back, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, CM Punk. And I was like, let's not go there. I still stand by everything I said. I'm not jumping on the CM Punk bandwagon going, oh my God, it's the greatest thing to happen to WWE. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon because it's not at all. There's going to be people upset. I'm not going to sit here and pretend people aren't going to be upset by what's happened. It's changed the landscape for WWE and AEW. I do think, as much as Tony Khan says, we're not even noticing. Tony Khan's watching that and going.
I think he's hands tied on what he can and can't say.
No, I know. I don't. We don't know. Can't say it's a rubbish bit of business.
Yeah, but we also don't know what else is going on backstage, behind the scenes, legally.
Yeah.
With all that, so considering what he's like on Twitter, he has stayed very quiet. So there's probably a little bit more to that relationship that we won't know about right now.
Yeah. So obviously with him returning, everyone saw the video of Seth Rollins. Now, I straight away said that's a work, and Tomo, shout out to Tomo. Tomo said, "How do you know?" And I went, "It just doesn't seem. If you've got your enemy right there that you hate, why are you not like pushing? Michael Cole's holding you back. Why are you not pushing?" And this is what I said to you before he came on. Why are you not pushing to try and go closer? And I get the whole whatever, but if you really hate that person, why are you not trying to go up to him more? It just felt very held back. And if it was that bad, Randy Orton was still in the ring with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn, and it was just Cody, Corey, and Michael, and a few security guards apparently. So, and then as soon as that came out, Dave Meltzer tweeted, I've had confirmation it's a work.
I don't buy it's a work.
I do. Because when things like that happen, they don't mention it on TV. They don't. It just doesn't happen. But he mentioned it the next night.
I think because of the eyes on the whole situation it needed to be brought up. I think the reason why, like you say, if someone you despise that much is there, you push. The reason he didn't push past Michael Cole, I think, due to the respect for Michael Cole. I think obviously Michael Cole holds a lot higher responsibility in that company than just being a commentator.
No, of course he does.
And I think out of Corey Graves was there, who is it's probably not well known, but it's one of Seth's best friends. I think if that was a work, we would have had the local talent security guards, as we always get when these sort of works are going on. I think that he didn't push past because push barging past Michael Cole. He's got more respect for Michael Cole than that. And I think at the end of the day, it's still his workplace. It's still his job. And
I get what you're saying. I just don't think it is.
I'm not having it. It was all off camera. If that was a work, we would have seen all that at the end of the show. But it was caught on.
That not would have necessarily. Been We've seen it before. Where it's not done on camera, it's done afterwards, and it's all work. It happens all the time.
Or it had been on WWE.com after sort of thing. That was all. He can't have said what he said about it.
Yeah, no, his feelings. His feelings are obviously how he feels. I'm not doubting that, but that little bit there, I was believing it until he mentioned it the next night. If you wouldn't have mentioned it the next night and said, "And I've seen the videos of me online," he said it on the house show. You've seen the videos of me online. I just want to mention, blah, 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 blah. And then the Drew thing as well. Drew mentioned it as well on the house show, which made me straight away go work. Because then he showed up to Raw the next night. And if you stormed off, Sasha and Naomi, we'll just take Sasha and Naomi for example. You storm off, especially they were champs at the time, the tag champs. You storm off, you're not showing up the next night. You stand in your ground.
I get your point where you're coming from, but the way I look at Drew and Seth is they're more professionals. In that sense.
Drew's problem wasn't with CM Punk, apparently. Drew's problem was something happened in the match he wasn't happy with.
I believe what I've read, Drew wasn't happy all night. I believe something happened early on, backstage, in the show, whatever. Drew wasn't happy all night. Apparently he was pissed before he even got out there. Pissed before he even heard about CM Punk. What that is, I don't know. Well, I don't think we'll ever find out what Drew was really pissed about. I don't believe Drew's full storming out was around Punk.
No,
maybe small.
I don't think it was to do with Punk.
A small part, maybe, of it. Maybe just like you know yourself when you get angry. You know, you're pissed at something, then there's one little thing that just tips you over the edge and you blow your lid. I think that might have just been it, but I don't think his full. I'm trying to think. He has very little interaction in history with him. He was around, and when he was the chosen one, maybe.
Yeah, to 2010 till he left in 2014.
Maybe. And if I really wanted to clutch at straws, I'd be like, oh, well, he's really close to the Young Bucks, and obviously they carry on. I don't think Drew's that sort of guy. Drew is a businessman. He is.
As is Seth.
Not stupid. as a Seth, they're not stupid enough. I think there's more to Drew's that we probably don't find out. I don't think we will.
Yeah, I think Drew is probably to do one with his direction, and that's always been his issue since Clash.
Yeah.
Has been the direction he's been going in. We knew that anyway, and his contract, obviously, his contract issues. But no one can make me think otherwise that Seth thing's the whole pushing back, middle finger stuff. That's a work. His feelings is not a work. It's the way he feels. Fair play. I remember reading Monday night that he did. Obviously, he said that when they did the whole 2K23 promo thing, he said obviously CM Punk's cancer virus, don't want him. And then a few months later said, if it's business, it's business. I'll deal with it, but it's business. And that's what I mean by he's a businessman, because he'll just do it. It's like Roman. Roman's come out and said, if it's business and it works for the business, I'll do it.
That's
Cody's
100%.
obviously said the same at weekend.
They will do it because it's business sense, as in it's their job. And let's be honest, we all do things in our workplace that we don't want to do, like me turn up every Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But and I think, because let's be honest, if he didn't take the business serious enough and they let him go because of his attitudes and stuff like that, they're not going to let him go. But hypothetically speaking, he won't be able to compete nowhere for 6 months. He's got a baby. Got to rely on Becky bringing in the money. But
and
then
Becky's full time as well.
But yeah, Becky's full time. But then companies like this, and I'm not, they could be proper spiteful and go, well, look, if you're going to be like that, oh, by the way, we're letting Becky go too. They're not going to, but you know what I mean? If he really wanted to be spiteful fucks, they could do. He's a businessman, but I'm not having. Was it probably a little theatrical, maybe? But I don't think it'll work. But that's my side of the view of it, like you.
Yeah.
Side of it.
And this is what I was saying. Like, your hatred for Punk, and we can call it hatred because it's hatred.
Yeah.
Because obviously what has happened, and I always say,
I've not been a fan of him. My mate tried pointing saying I liked him back in Impact. I don't remember ever liking him. I didn't despise him. I just don't. I think my dislike for him stems from when he wasn't around for the last God knows how long, and when every time he went to Chicago, you got CM Punk neck chance. Just like I'm not a big fan of Daniel Bryan, because whenever anything's done, Daniel Bryan was forced down your neck. Same way if I have feelings for Charlotte, she's forced down your neck. I don't like people do, especially if he's not around. He's irrelevant to the business. I don't need to hear his name.
Your hatred list is fucking massive, then, isn't it?
I hate like Ric Flair. Ric Flair. I hate when I go to events and I hear the woos. He's fucking irrelevant. You don't need a woos. Give me yes.
I hate the Watts. Can't stand the Watts. Pisses me off.
But yeah, it's I think fans, and I think this week's just like they've just ignited it a little bit more for me. It's the fans' expectation. Like, forget about his AEW. Do people forget that he walked out in WWE? He sued WWE.
Well, the generation now won't remember that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But them fans, mate, that are absolute cream in their pants this weekend, they're the generation that would remember that.
I agree with you. So I've been watching a lot of the podcast since Saturday. So I've watched Bully Ray's and Mark Henry's. I've watched Booker's, and I watched Dutch's as well. Bully Ray said exactly the same as I did, and I was like, "Oh my god, man! Me and Bully, there, you should follow us." That it was the big. He said he always, with people returning or people debuting or people coming out, and you want to see someone's over. The bar is set by Austin. As soon as you hear that glass shatters, the crowd pops. No matter if it was a heel, babyface, the crowd popped loud. And if you get that level, you've got that level, and it's good business. CM Punk, I know it's Chicago, but it was the same in Nashville on Monday. It was that level. Now, I'm not comparing Stone Cold. Before anyone goes, oh my God, Stone Cold, I'm not comparing Stone Cold. I'm just saying what Bully Ray said. In that level, when you get that kind of level, it's business. It's good business. It's a good business sense. Because, and I said this when we were saying what the WWE needs to do to counteract Edge, I was always looking at it from a business standpoint. So I get it, and that's what Bully Ray was, and Mark Henry kind of said that Triple H is that kind of guy that used to hold a grudge. In 10 years, he's gone from being in charge, just being bit of charge of creative, putting his thoughts forward, creating NXT, bringing NXT to the height it was, going away because of his heart condition, coming back, being thrown into to creative, and then he's took creative. And at the start, it was bumpy. You didn't know what was going on. They brought back Karrion Kross, didn't know what to do with him. Brought back Bray Wyatt, didn't really have a full story. As much as with the White Six, we never really saw the White Six come out. Obviously, we probably would have by now, but what happened in the past, blah, blah, blah. But he brought people back like Emma, didn't know what to do with him. He's now looked at it and gone, and he said it himself, it's literally over the last couple of days this has really happened. He looked at it and went, Punk's good for business. Vince had nothing to do with it. From everything I've read, Vince is nowhere near that business now. He's sat at home doing some shit for WWE. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not doing anything to do with creative. So this is all Triple H and Nick Khan to bring CM Punk in. Business standpoint, it's the perfect business model. He's already smashed sales at the Survivor Series, just gone. He's already smashed how much you make in a night on a pay-per-view. And he always showing up at the end. And then that's when the t-shirts went on sale. I'm guessing by the end of the week, now it's come on Euroshop and it's been on WWE Shop, his t-shirt's going to be the best-selling t-shirt in the week. Will it be over a couple of months? Will it be a year? Probably. I think it will be. It's CM Punk. He's money. But the overall positive backstage stuff, I've got an article here. The backstage response to CM Punk within WWE has been very positive thus far. Although some are very skeptical as whether it can be positive.
I was just about to say, I think I've read an article, maybe the same article as you just before we came on. Obviously, there's a lot of people saying backstage.
It was done an hour ago.
It was very, very, very pleasant, very nice to them when they're backstage, but they sort of, somebody's come out, or a few of them's come out and said they felt it could potentially, because of what it felt forced sort of thing, and they're still on.
I've not heard that one.
They're still on the edge of the seat, sort of with him. Like, is it? Just for now? Let's see what it's like in a few months' time. There's a lot of people still quite weary of him.
They're gonna be though, and I think, who was it? Was it Cody that said that? What he's done in the past, people are gonna be. Is he the same? Is he not the same? Only time will tell. If we've got a crystal ball, then I want to know what the lottery numbers are, because I'd love to know. But we don't know. All we can do is go off what he's done in the past. Sorry, I forgot to mention before, when you said obviously you've never really been a fan of him. I was in 2000 when he debuted with ECW. I absolutely loved him, and I thought this is my favorite superstar next to Edge and Triple H. And then followed him all the way up from to Summer of Punk when he won the title and the Money in the Bank with John Cena. I absolutely loved him. And then up to 2014, then when he left, that's when I won't call it hatred, but that's when my dislike for him happened, because I don't like how he left. And I don't like how he tried to sue the company that has made him millions over the past. And yeah, I get the whole point that you're not happy with a company, you're going to do that. But there's two sides to every story. I said it about AEW and everything that happened in AEW, and I'll say it with anything that goes on. There's two sides to every story. We'll never know what fully happened in AEW unless something goes on, someone leaves.
I think there's probably a lot of legal stuff tied into what we can find out.
Exactly.
I think once that's cleared up, I think they'll be very open about what happened there. Just because he's at WWE.
Yeah, I don't think Tony Khan will, because I just think he'll see it as he's the owner of the company kind of thing. But I do think the Young Bucks will probably come out and tell their side of the story. Punk's not fully told his. I am sitting on the fence and looking at both sides.
Yeah.
Punk's not told his. But we're always going to get that. We're always going to get their version. We're going to get the version. You want somebody that was there, that saw it, that wasn't involved, that saw both sides, that's not friend of either. Like, I know you're not going to get it hardly, but someone like Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy was there, and he saw it.
Yeah, but it's a hard thing to see where they're sitting, because as much as you say like Matt Hardy, for an example, we don't know if Matt Hardy, how his relationship is with Punk or how it is with the Elite. It is, he could be closer, and if you know what I mean.
No, I know.
We're never going to know the full truth what happened there. Absolutely.
No, we're not at all.
There's never. We're always going to get two sides of the story. It is. But as you were saying, as a business that's making money selling merch, it makes sense. In ring, it doesn't. Because we touched on it there with Gunther. There's going to be so many changes now for him creatively. Yeah. For me,
I agree that.
Just before we jump in the creative side, for me, this was an oh fuck, what do I do now decision by WWE, because I think they had high hopes of getting Willie Ospreay, and I think they had high hopes of getting Will Ospreay, really high hopes, and then obviously MJF is coming up, but I think it's in Nam's feeling that he's re-signed.
He's re-signed. There's no doubt about that. I
think they've sort of gone. I don't think it's like a panic buy as such. I just sort of think
it's not a panic buy whatsoever.
I think they had hopes of grabbing these two young stars, and they're like, well, not getting them now. Who do we go and get? Let's get CM Punk, because that'll sell us merch. CM Punk will sell as much merch as them two put together. I'm not going to argue that point. I am not going to argue that point at all. CM Punk will put asses on seats, and he will sell merch. I am not going to argue that point. For me, my issue with it is all now is I was personally really enjoying the current bookings we've got in WWE. I was enjoying the people that Triple H, that we've been praying for to get pushes, and Triple H is giving them the pushes. Mm-hmm. I am now concerned that whose push is dead, whose path to world title shots, and this it's gone. And Gunther's one of them. I think his title run push is going to be postponed for some time now. I reckon we could look at potentially another 12 months before we see Gunther put one of them titles.
I won't go that far.
If you mentioned, I know it was on there before, if he's on Raw, okay, he's winning that WWE title. Whether it's from Seth or it's from somebody else, he's winning that WWE title. That is going around his waist. And I'm confident to say that'll be happening either before Mania or at Mania. He's winning that title.
They'll do it at Mania. It'd be bigger to do it at Mania.
So he'll win that title. That title will sit around his waist for fucking ages, mate.
Yeah.
He'll want, and they'll give him it, because he's going to sell shirts. The best in the business, the world heavyweight champion. He'll have a run for ages, mate. So no one's touching that belt. Cody,
I don't
know. If Cody gets to finish the story, then Cody's getting that title. Right, the SmackDown titles may drop and change a lot then. He's gone on a massive run, mate. Anybody that's in that world heavyweight title picture on Raw, forget about it.
I don't.
Genuinely, that I can't see it, mate. It's obviously we'll see how the creative goes for him, but he's not going to put people over. He's not going to go on a losing streak. Is he? Fuck. And you've got the lights coming through, mate. Like, so Shinsuke's on a really good push at the moment. He's got matches coming with Cody, I believe, now in the next few weeks. I was going to say Rumble, but I think Cody's in the Rumble, isn't he? Obviously, I read, and I said to you before, I believe he's meant to be a free agent to go across the two shows. Whether that actually happens or not is a different matter. If he is a free agent, like the push that everybody's been crying for, LA Knight, it's going to be paused. It's going to stop. It's going to be It's going to go down to the US title with Logan Paul at some point.
Is that a bad thing, though?
It's not, no, because it'll do Logan Paul a world of good. It'll do LA Knight a world of good to put that title around his waist. It would do. Because right now, while Roman's holding it and going to Mania, we all know what the story is if it stays that way. We know that. So he's just going to flounder.
It's Cody and Roman at Mania. It's obvious.
Yeah. But it wouldn't do LA Knight no harm, no. Because what will do LA Knight harm is he's pay-per-view after pay-per-view trying to get the title from Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
It won't do no harm. No harm at all. LA Knight get that. But then you look around like if you think of the talent that we were all praying, I hope that gets a good push soon. Sikoa. Jay. I actually seen someone tweet this weekend, we need to protect Jay now. We need to protect Jay. I think main event Jay it doesn't look good while he's back. I mean, just put my torch and I've noticed it's got really dark. And that's my biggest issue with it all, mate. It really is. And I know creatively from AEW and WWE is massively different. But yeah, it's massively, massively different. I get that. But there's going to be... Them negotiations won't have been a 2-minute conversation. Like, yeah, come back. Yeah, I'm sweet. Yeah, I'll do whatever you want. It is not. His ego, which we both admit he has an ego, needs feeding.
Yeah.
He will give him the ride back. Feed me more. And he's going to want a title. And he's going to want it as quick as fucking Mania. He will want to be main event of one of the Mania nights. That'll be absolutely agreed. And Triple H will give him it because it's 2 fingers up at AEW.
Well, that and money, innit?
It's money. It's going to sell pay-per-views. If we know CM Punk is facing, and I really hope it's not, but CM Punk, Seth Rollins, main event, second night. Second night's the hardest night to sell out. If you've got a top quality.
It'd be the first night. Roman and Cody will be last night.
But
longest story.
Yeah, I get it. Probably would work better that way. But if they think, well, hang on a minute, buy-ins for pay for night 2 might struggle.
Mate, Roman's got more of a pull than he has. Roman's second night.
Really now, mate? Honestly?
Yeah. Roman is second. There's no doubt about it. Cody Rhodes winning that WWE Undisputed Championship is the bigger thing and bigger advertisement.
To me, mate. To me, absolutely 100%. 100%.
I will put my life that's the main event at second night.
But the way the whole wrestling world's been this week.
Yeah, no, but the world title over the WWE title, the WWE title, mate. It's the WWE Championship.
They'll be gauging it the next few months. They will be putting stuff out and they'll be gauging
Roman,
like who.
I will put my life. Roman and Cody will be night 2. Why would you have the WWE Championship, regardless of CM Punk, regardless what you think? He's not going to have full creative control. It's going to be Triple H. It's going to be whoever he got there, Michael Hayes, in charge of what happens. That Mania is set. That main event for night 2 is set. It's been set since Mania this year. It is Roman and Cody, night 2 for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Cody's winning and rules over SmackDown. And Seth and CM Punk is night 1. There's no doubt about it.
I really hope it is. I really hope it is.
There is no doubts about that.
Because, for an example, if for me personally, if night 1 is Roman Cody, I've nothing to tune in the night 2 for. Oh, great, there'll be other matches. They'll be great, but I will be less. So I will sit up for night 1. Night 2, I'm like, I'll watch it Monday.
Exactly, and that's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Because people want to see Cody win the title more than they want to see CM Punk. Because it's a storyline that's been going on since Mania this year. Oh, Royal Rumble this year.
Full-heartedly, mate. As I want that to happen.
No, I know you do. I'm telling you.
In a business sense. In a business sense,
it still makes sense more for Roman and Cody.
For asses and seats, pay-per-view buy-ins, mate.
Roman Cody.
CM Punk night 2. Punk night 2.
The WWE Championship that has been held by Roman Reigns for 1,000+ days is not going to headline night 1. It's not. One doesn't make sense. Business sense doesn't make sense. and character-wise doesn't make sense. Roman Reigns is the final boss in WWE. We all know that. We've been saying it for years.
Gunther's the final boss.
I know, but in regards to the WWE Championship, Roman Reigns is the final boss. No one can beat him. No one has beaten him.
Hypothetically speaking, then, mate, though, how does people's views, and obviously I don't think this is happening, but hypothetically speaking now, and I'm just throwing this out into the world, because no one, we are on, the story's been finished, Cody Roman. That is set in stone as we believe, yeah?
He's even said it himself on Raw.
Hypothetically speaking, CM Punk wins Royal Rumble. I really hope he doesn't. It's not what the Royal Rumble's about. CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble. He goes for Roman, and that's the way to book it. How demographically, and this is me asking your opinion. I'm not going to give my opinion on that because you'll know. I think it's well renowned how I would fucking feel about that.
Yeah.
How would you feel, hypothetically thinking? So take away this, or it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, cool.
If that is booked, how are you going to feel if Roman Reigns is toppled by CM Punk?
I won't think it's as deep as everyone says. We've been saying for the past 3 years that needs to leave Roman Reigns' waist, or for the past year and a bit. CM Punk is there week in, week out. He's there week in, week out. I have no issues with that. If he's there week in, week out, I have no issues with Roman Reigns losing that title. However, to CM Punk, I feel like it'll be a kick in the face for everyone that's tried. I feel like the online reaction will be positive because Roman's lost the title. You're going to see it week in, week out.
It's the man.
But in looking at it, looking at it as if from a standpoint of how would I feel, I'd be a bit pissed off. I want Coda. We all know it's Coda. It should be Coda. But for whatever reason, say Triple H just changes it and goes, yeah, okay, we'll have Punk and Roman. I think Roman will probably have a say in it as well. Who topples him as well?
It just wouldn't make sense for 12 months, almost 12 months. That's not whatever it is now. 8 months of having
storyline wise wouldn't make sense.
Finish the story. That's all Cody's been saying for up to now. Finish the story. That's what we're getting. And it's a subliminal message, so we don't forget that we know subconsciously that is coming. He's finishing the story.
I've already got the way it's going. I've already got it in my head out the way it's going at Mania.
I think the way I put it to you the other week, mate, and I'm a little bit more sure on it now. He's not in the Rumble. He's taking the briefcase off Priest.
I don't think Priest. I just think he's being moved over.
They would have to do a trade.
Yeah.
They'd have to make that trade a sense. So Jay, obviously, because they've done it with Jay, Kevin Owens, they'd have to do it again. Who did he trade?
The unfortunate thing is, the person I can think of would be either AJ Styles or LA Knight to counteract Cody Rhodes.
For me,
and LA Knight isn't on Cody Rhodes' level.
No, it'd have to be AJ.
Styles could be.
It'd have to be AJ, but they'd have to be willing. They'd have to be willing to give AJ a full face run.
He already is on a face run.
Yeah, but I mean, like full-hearted, like Cody Rhodes. Not obviously. No one's going to get Cody Rhodes push right now.
No, I know what you mean. I think they would do because it's AJ. Let's face it.
You know what I mean?
The difference is AJ's part-time.
That's the problem.
So the only other option then is LA Knight. Because you don't want to move Kevin Owens back over because he's just moved.
Sense.
AJ's the other big baby face, along with LA Knight. You've got Logan Paul. I know he's not babyface, but in terms of eyes on product, he's there. But again, he's part-time and he's not there all the time. And he's nowhere near Cody's level. The only two people that could be, well, one person that is on Cody's level and one that could be is LA Knight and AJ Styles. When I think about the SmackDown roster, there's not Ray, but Ray's retiring at Mania apparently. From what I've been reading, he's calling it a day.
This is it, and I don't think AJ's far off calling it a day myself either. It's a tough one. That way of that way of doing it makes it's it's the technicalities. Where if he takes the briefcase off Priest,
I get that bit,
Chamber, and makes it easier booking for him.
The longer Priest has got that briefcase, the longer I'm starting to think he's not actually winning the world title.
I don't think,
especially now Punk's back.
Yeah, and that hurts me. That's what I think I'm more pissed about. I am so invested in these people now. I watch Priest in ROH, NXT, main roster, fucking found about, got put into this group, and actually took it to the next level. Same, Finn as well. Fucking Dom, mate. Fucking dirty
Dom.
I started off hating him. I love Doms. He is the best heel right now in wrestling.
Oh, by miles.
Now MJF's gone face. He's the best heel in wrestling right now.
He's our scumbag, though.
He is our scumbag, but Dom's not even. Dom doesn't even have to try to be a heel. He is a heel just because he turned on his dad. That's my issue with him returning, mate. I am worried about the people that we have literally started to really enjoy for the last 18 months, I would say. And I'd say a big fact of that's Cody's return, mate. We can go from Cody's return, whether you want to go Mania or Rumble, whatever one you want to. Cody has made a positive change I feel, in the way that things are booked and people are booking. Shinsuke, fuck's sake, mate. Shinsuke's getting on TV now.
Yeah. The only issue I've got is DIY, but that's a different matter.
Yeah, I think DIY, mate, we're still in the feeling out stage.
They've got no crowd behind them whatsoever.
I think obviously this is well off the topic we're talking about, but I think with tag team wrestling right now, mate, it's flat because two people hold the titles.
No, I know, but I mean,
I have no problem with them two holding it. I'm absolutely fucking buzzing there.
Yeah, no, me either. But when that tag team gauntlet, the Creed brothers got no reaction than they did when they won the match. New Day obviously always get reaction. There's no doubt about New Day. It was in the match. Alpha Academy got a reaction. I say Alpha Academy. It was Otis and Tozawa.
Otis and Tozawa. Not even Gable.
No, Gable was a ringside with him. He wanted to see if Tozawa's worthy of being in Alpha Academy.
I tell you what.
Imperium got boos like no man. Same with Indus. They got boos.
But if you look at the face and heel demographic on the divide of the tag team championship right now, it's quite cloudy. We have you Imperium, the Indus, the blatantly heels. You've got your faces, Alpha Academy, blatantly very, very, very faces. But then there's some, like DIY is one. Johnny Gargano's it's a squeaky clean heel. Tommaso, what is he right now? You know what I mean? I think we need title split.
We've been saying that since it happened.
You need title split. We need a set of solid heels. Like, if you think back in the last few years, New Day hot between the two, but when they were faces, they always had the heels Usos.
Yeah.
When they swapped it, they would swap around. So we need something solid and concrete again. DIY, make them faces, put them against a heel New Day. It's gonna fucking it's gonna work. It's gonna be magic. I think the tag team. I don't know, and I think it might be coming. I thought they might have tried something at Survivor Series to do split, but I think for the tag team division, mate, to sort of sort itself out, they need to split the titles away, and they need to fucking have a good look and put teams together that are actually going to work. Creed brothers, haven't personally watched them yet.
So
I've heard good things. I've heard nothing but good reviews from him. Mick Foley's engaged me on new talent coming through. Obviously knows his shit. He's over and he likes them. So I'm like, well, that must be all right. DIY, you know how much I love DIY, mate. Finn and Damien. I see you got a good set of heels there. Finn and Damien. Could do Dirty Dom and JD. Put Solo and Jay together. No. That'd be funny though. Dirty Dom and JD. But that would do JD a world of good, being fully aligned with Dirty Dom.
Well, he is now. They came out together. He was his manager against Rotten.
You put him in a tag match, it will start to get JD Dirty Dom heat. It'll rub off.
It'll rub off anyway, but I know what you mean.
But yeah, I think it's.
But yeah, back on Punk. So I've been looking on the betting apps. There's several out there. Go choose one. Don't bet though; it's for mugs.
Bet responsibility. Absolutely.
Now Gunther was the favourite. He has been the favourite for the past couple of months. He's still the favourite on here. And then it is Punk, and then Cody Rhodes, then LA Knight, The Rock, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns. So Gunther's still favourite. I've been sitting on I've been sitting on the hill saying Gunther's winning no matter what, and obviously you saying Cody the other week, and I was like, no, Gunther's winning. It just makes more sense. I don't see why Cody should win it. I've still not changed yet, just because I don't know what's happening with Punk. He came out, cut a promo. That's it. That's all he did. I don't know what storyline they're going for. I don't know what they're going for. They've got 2 months to build the Royal Rumble. That's why they put no pay-per-view in between, because Triple H wanted a big 2-month build to the Royal Rumble to make it seem more. So we've got 2 months, because it's on the 27th of January, or 25th, 27th.
Anyway,
to now have a clear indication what WrestleMania is going to be. We already know Roman Cody. It's happening. Cody said it himself on Raw. It's my story. I need to finish it. So Cody and Roman's won. I've also been on the hill and said Jimmy and Jay is going to be a match. I think Jimmy's going to cost Jay in the Royal Rumble, and it's going to set up between Jimmy and Jay. And then Jay's going to have his chance in Elimination Chamber in Perth, and he's going to cost him. Jimmy's going to cost him that as well. And then
I feel sorry for Jimmy, because that's Jay's WrestleMania moment. Unfortunately, Jimmy's not caught on as a solo superstar as Jay has. It's
because he's with the Bloodline.
That's it.
He's still being protected by Roman and Solo.
But I'll circle back. I just, out of everybody that could be affected, please just protect fucking Jay. Protect Jay.
Jay, Gunther are the two I'd say I want protected the most. LA Knight, listen, the US title probably doing good. The Intercontinental title probably doing good. Probably what he needs to start getting himself back up there. Well, not back up there, but up there. Because if he's going to constantly lose to Roman, Solo, and Jimmy on pay-per-views and SmackDowns, there's no point in giving him a push. He needs a title. And I've been saying that it's what Jimmy should have got. Jimmy should have got the US title. If they really wanted to push Jimmy as main event on SmackDown, like Jay on Raw, they needed to try and give him a title to try and do that.
It's hard, though, because they've got, knowingly, the perfect heel holding that title right now.
No, I know.
So you can't portray Jimmy as a heel to put him against the heel. I don't know they do it in the past.
No, I didn't. I mean, take Logan out, pretend Logan just picks up somebody else. It should have been Jimmy versus Ray.
Jimmy versus Ray, and then do a program with Jimmy versus LA Knight, which would have worked.
Versus Bloodline.
You need Roman to do the LWO against Bloodline.
No, but you got Solo that can take about 5 people out, so you're fine.
Solo.
That's another thing. What does Solo do at Mania?
So this is where back to the tag teams is where I feel they need the tag team split. You could put Jimmy and Solo together for a little while, and just tag him.
I know, but Mania needs to do something. I don't know what he'd do though. Whether it is Logan or whether the US title.
Royale. Watch. And that's obviously that's nothing to do with Punk or nothing like that. There's no booking for Solo right now, which is highly frustrating because Solo could go on a monster run. I'm talking a monster run. A Brock Lesnar undefeated absolute beast run. Right. Yeah. Oh, there you go then. Cody jumps across. Obviously, Pierce has no decision and jumps across. All this is like, well, you can have anybody you want. I'm taking Sikoa.
Yeah, that'd work.
And obviously, it'd be a bit of like, well, no, you can't have the blood. I'm taking Sikoa. It's my choice. You give me whoever I want.
Paul Heyman goes with him because he needs Paul.
Sikoa goes after Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther Sikoa Mania.
I won't be mad at it. But then again, I do want Gunther to win the title at Mania, so I don't know.
Yeah.
The women's is still Jade Cargill, even after what Triple H said on the press conference. I don't know whether you saw it, but he got asked about Jade Cargill because we've not seen her on TV on NXT Raw or SmackDown, and he said she's been in the Performance Center. Basically said we took a look at her and she needed fine tuning. You know, and he said in different words though, she's trained
ready.
while she was in the other company, but she's shit.
Yeah.
It's literally what he said. So, apparently, according to this, she's still winning the Royal Rumble. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Becky and Rhea at Mania.
Becky's getting a resurgent at the moment. Becky was going through a very stale phase there not long ago. I think these last few weeks, she seems the man has making a reappearance, and the crowd love her. And the reaction he got when she slid in the ring on, was it SmackDown last week as the fourth woman?
Yeah.
He went mad for her.
Went mental.
I'm there. I'm a Becky fan. I absolutely love Becky. I would say Becky's probably my favourite female wrestler. Has been for a very long time. Probably right at this moment. Obviously, males, it's very, so Seth, Cody, are my males, but I think Becky, it has been for a long time. I don't think it's even taken. I think Becky's my favourite female wrestler at the moment.
Alexa has, but obviously she's not injured. She's pregnant, so she's not been wrestling. So it was Alexa. Now, I don't know.
I am a fan of Thunder Rosa as well, and Britt Baker.
Shayna.
Yeah.
Shayna, as much as people are going to hate me for it, I do like Charlotte.
Charlotte's growing on me.
I think Charlotte's took a back seat at the moment. Well, this past year, since WrestleMania, she's took a back seat to the title, which I like. It's just what she needed. She didn't need to be the champion all the time, and I like it. I still don't think she's going to win it at Mania. I think it's probably going to be Dakota, Io, and Bayley for the women's title, and Bayley's probably going to win. Because now they're throwing in Kyrie and Asuka, maybe it might be different. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Charlotte, Alexa
could do a horsewoman because it's heavily linked with a certain Mercedes Moné.
I was going to bring this up at the end, but yeah, Mercedes Moné obviously hasn't signed officially with AEW. There's been no official announcement. She's still a free agent because she's still healing that foot. I think it's February when she's fit. I'm sure it was February. There's rumours that WWE are interested in bringing her in again. Getting her up on SmackDown, partner with Bayley.
So we could get the horsewomen against, because they're talking about putting that Xia Li in with this new group.
Which I'd love as well.
We could get the horsewomen against that group.
The Japanese lot.
Yeah, it's not who we want. It's not absolutely not who I wanted the horsewomen to go against at Mania.
No.
I wanted the horsewomen against the four women of the Apocalypse.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
Sonny's busy that month, mate. She's busy. She's already got a booking. But yeah, the four women of the Apocalypse, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Sharifa,
Maria Shafir, and the other one.
Yeah, and the other one
that everyone forgets.
yeah. Well, we're not getting that. Well, yeah, no, we're not getting that. But Ronda's only on a handshake agreement at AEW right now, so. But that's who I wanted. But it'd be one hell of a match if we got the four horsewomen against. I don't want to call them the Japanese ladies.
No, I know.
But I also don't want to call them the Kabuki Warriors.
Jessamine Duke is the other one.
But yeah, against the four horsewomen against Asuka, Kyrie, Xia Li, and Io Sky would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd enjoy that as well. Obviously, we're not going to go through Raw because we've been through Survivor Series and CM Punk, so it's took up a lot chunk of the time. But if you have got a spare 3 hours, go and watch Raw. It was very good. I know John doesn't like CM Punk, but take the CM Punk bit out. Raw was very good. Ivar and Bronson Reed was one of the best matches I've seen on Raw this year. It was absolute quality. It was just big two meaty men, like throwing each other into barricades and killing each other. Loved it. I loved it. Don't know
Especially
why, but I really loved it.
When you are a big sweaty, meaty man yourself.
That's true as well, yeah. I do see myself in Bronson Reed a lot. Tag team turmoil was good. It was good to see Creed brothers get over. We had the women's tag titles as well. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Tegan Knox, who got a pop. First time I've heard it since she's come back. So hopefully she's starting to get the crowd behind her. And Natalia, she came out first, so she got the pop first, and then Natalia came out. That was a good match. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven retained the titles. Rhea came out, and obviously talking to Randy, and Randy turned around and went, "Daddy's home."
Just on Rhea, just really quickly, have you heard what merch was being sold?
No.
Oh, Rhea. Now I need to look into it a bit more. So this is just a rumor right now. Apparently at Survivor Series, they were selling signed pieces of paper that Rhea had licked.
Oh, no, I know what that was. On YouTube, they did an auction. Up, Down, Down did an auction to raise money for charity.
Right.
And it was of like title belts, T-shirts, stuff like that. And Rhea Ripley signed a piece of paper that went on one of her shirts that they sold for $500, and she licked the piece of paper for whoever bought it for $500 and said, "I've licked here," and put an arrow next to it. So whoever's got that licked piece of paper, Rhea Ripley, you could sell that for thousands because someone will love it. We'll slowly close it up because I'm aware we probably spoke about ages. I am on the Supercard train. I'm now fully on it. I've been smashing it out. I absolutely love it. My love for it when I first got it in season 1, all the way to season 8 before I lost my phone. I found it again, and I'm all the way in it. However, I'm not in the team, so I can't do the new Road to Grow Team RTG that's on there at the moment with Bronson Reed on the front of it. I did Rey Mysterio, trying to do that.
So yeah, well, I play most weeks while we're actually talking because I just like to play in the background. I am in a team. I'm in a team with a very popular Twitch streamer. It goes by the name of Funky Town. It's if you know Supercard, you know Funky. So yeah, I'm fully back into it. I am doing RTG. I hate RTG. I really dislike it. It's just slog, mate. It's an absolute slog. Road to Glory. It's just one of them ones you've just got to sit and play so many games to get to the top card, but it get progressively difficult closer to the top card you get. If you don't have a top deck, forget about top card. When you're in a team, it's fairly good. And we've mentioned it before, and I actually, funny enough, had this conversation with Zoe just before we came online. There will be a stream coming for Supercard. That is a promise. Obviously, Supercard's easy for me to do as a stream because it's all in one. I can do it on my laptop. I might need another screen for something like that. I believe I can do second screen with my phone and my laptop. I might have to work it out. Because if I can do second screen and play on my phone, that'd be great. But I will be doing stream. I'm going to hold out to where it's worth it for fans and us. So they do Twitch drops every so often. There will be one coming some point soon. Once the Twitch drops announced, we will. Once I know they're coming, I always know a few weeks in advance. Once I know coming, we'll start advertising that it's coming. But it also gives you time, Matthew. You get the deck up.
Yeah. My highest one at the moment is Superstar Billy Graham. It looks like it's a school notepad. I don't know what the deck's called.
Detention.
That's what it's called. Detention. It says there, season 10 Detention. That's my highest card at the moment. And then it is Drew Gulak with, what's that one called? Tempest, yeah. Got Dom.
Dirty
up
Dom.
There. Pantheon, is it? Pantheon,
yeah.
And then Jey Uso, who I've just combined. I did the same with Dom. We'll just combine them two. I'm trying to get the women up because I already had two good women. I had Zelina Vega, Tempest, and I had Liv Morgan, Pantheon. So I'm trying to get my women up at the moment because I haven't got enough good ones.
So I've been playing since season 1. maybe took a little break, so I might not play for a week or so, but I've always played. Got back into it a lot more recently. So obviously in season 10 drops, four new tiers. Let me have a look. Yeah, 4 new tiers: Tempest, Detention, Noir, and Crucible. I have no Crucible cards yet. I've got my top one is Sami Zayn Noir with Carmelo Hayes. Now I've got Danny Palmer, Detention. I've got that Prode, and Blade Import Prode. I'm doing all right this season. There's a lot of new modes and stuff into it. If you haven't played it, it's a really good time to start because it's quite easy to climb.
What's Forge mean when you go on the catalog and you go onto the actual?
I don't know.
And it says Forge.
We'll have a chat afterwards, mate. We'll have a good discussion about this afterwards, so we can get all to scratch with it. Quite a good teacher at it because I've just taught the brother-in-law how to play it in 2 months. I think you can afford.
I've just done it and it's made the card look amazing. Sorry, carry on. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so as in a way of a live stream for this, yes, it is coming. But I want to make it worth it for the fans and the viewers. Instead of me sitting there, I think Supercard, it's not like FIFA, it's not like your Call of Duties or your Fortnite. It doesn't have a great following unless it's something there for the people that have been tuning in.
Yeah.
And if you look at, like I say, I can point in the direction of some of the very popular ones right now. Funky Town is one. King Kitten, I think it's King Deej now, but he used to be called King Kitten. Bullfrog, they only stream when it's an event or something big happening because it's a hard one to stream. So we will be streaming Supercard in the near future when it's got drops on, and we will promote it.
We'll do it in time so you all know.
Yeah. Obviously, once I know the drops, because I'm in a team with Funky, and he's got a partnership with 2K and Cat Daddy, who make the game, so he knows about things before everybody else does. So I like to hope he shares it with us. Yeah, mate.
The new game's out next year. Oh, will you be getting the new game? CM Punk will be in it, won't
he? Yeah, he was in AEW, wasn't he? So, listen, circle straight back to that. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't watch Collision because he was on it. I mean, just in general, it was well publicised. You go back and watch our videos. I never watched Collision because he was on it. And I was happy with 5 minutes. Nothing really fucking good happened on Collision. It was pretty pants when he was on.
Excuse me. Collision was very good for a good month. FTR had 2 bangers. Bullet Club Gold and somebody else. I can't remember the other team.
Yeah, but he had nothing to do with that. That was after.
It weren't. It was during it. Carry on them.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing because on my simple rule and my hot-headedness this weekend, I'm like, that's been done. Genuinely considered cancelling my subscription.
Do you know how I know John was upset this week? He's not messaged me once about anything. He's not. I saw as soon as it happened, I thought I'm going to get a message, and I'm waiting for it. And then I woke up the next morning, didn't have anything, and then the next day didn't have anything, and I thought, oh, he is really pissed off.
So no, yes, it's pissed me off, but as I touched on it, and I'm not going to go into great detail because it's probably a subject of conversation once I know more. There's a few other things happened in wrestling world this week that's floating around that's hurt me as a fan of certain different things. And I'll be really honest, I felt very alone this week in the wrestling community because everybody else is literally creaming the pants that he's returned, and I'm like, I really seem like the only person who's just like, you can go fuck. I felt very alone. I don't feel as alone now because I've seen some people that actually still agree with me.
The reason is I've not like because I don't have the same hatred to him that everybody else has. Like I don't want him in the company because of what he brings. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's not something I'm gonna
This is
Like,
it. Me
not stop
spitting my dummy
watching
out.
for.
Me spit my dummy out and not watching Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views. It's only the only person that's getting hurt by that is me, because I'm not going to be able to watch
Yeah, it's definitely
Cody
not
Rhodes.
WWE.
Yeah, they could not give two flying fucks that John, who's nearly 35, sits in Stockport. He's not watching no more. He's cancelled his subscription. He doesn't watch his BT Sports.
Oh my god, he's not getting the $9.99.
Yeah. Well, it would hurt because I've been a day one subscriber, by the way. But yeah, so the only person that's going to get punished from me not tuning that is me, and that means me not watching two of my favourite wrestlers right now. Yeah, but as I touched on it, and like I said, I don't want to dive into it. I'm not overly happy right now with AEW either, because of stuff that's going on there too.
Yeah, AEW is a bit of a clusterfuck at the moment.
Yeah, and obviously there's stuff that's happening obviously outside of there it's hurt. It's hurt me in my own little world for a little while with wrestling. Wrestling's been my comfort blanket for a very long time. There's been a little bit of it, and I'm not going to dive into it because I don't know the full facts on it yet. There's a little small part of it that is not technically wrestling, but it is wrestling that may have stopped. And that was the big. I think that kicked me, that hurt, and then him turning up at Survivor Series just made me like explode. And I just like, nah. So I haven't watched the final match of Survivor Series. I've not watched Raw. I haven't even looked at the Raw. And I say this every week when we do it because Raw's on a Monday night. We record on Tuesday. I normally have a report sent to my phone from an app I have for everything that's happened in Raw. I haven't read that.
Well, you should do because it was very good. It was very good.
Yeah, this is it.
I actually stayed up and I didn't fall asleep through any of it.
Unless Triple H is one of the 100 and something people that watches our podcast on a weekly basis that doesn't subscribe. Subscribe, people. And he goes, oh shit, I've lost John. I'm going to have to let him go. I need John back. It's not going to be him. But now I know Big John Cena's watching us.
You need to sort it out.
John, are you free on Tuesdays? Let us know.
Triple H is pointing at me, by the way.
I'm going to take that picture and do something with that picture, by the way. And it's going to involve me and you. We're getting our own version of that.
That's all right then. That's fine. What, an Invisible Man?
I might need you to do something for me because I feel like I'll talk to you in a minute about that. But yeah. So I'm in a bit of a. I love with wrestling in a hole at the moment, but I'm not going to stop watching because we do this.
Yeah.
It would be a really difficult conversation each week. Have you watched any? No.
It'd be me going, right. This has happened. What do you think? All right. Cool.
Yeah. But we do this, and I no matter what happens, I have a responsibility to Matt. The viewers. I do care about the viewers, but only I have a responsibility to Matt to be able to hold a conversation with Matthew about wrestling. And this is not something me and him's only been doing for a week or two. This is now coming into our second year at Mania.
God, it is, isn't it?
This will be we're a few months away from
we're not working for WWE yet.
yeah. We are a few months away from WrestleMania, and we are slowly watching this become just two mates from work having a bit of a moan and talking about wrestling to nobody to averagely getting 100 people views on this type video. I will say the podcast video on a week-to-week basis. So now I feel the responsibility to them 100 plus people who are not subscribing, all of you, as well. So as much as I dislike him, I'll probably fast forward through his bits. So it might be really difficult if something really important happens with him that I might not be able to hold a conversation, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna have to. I can't be a child and be like, well, I'm not watching it. I could do it with Collision because Collision, nothing really major happen with Collision. If he's on Raw, it's the main show. If he's on SmackDown, it's still a main show. If he was NXT 2.0, I wouldn't have a problem.
I'd tell you what happens on that anyway.
Yeah, I don't watch NXT now anyway, and that's not for no other reason. Is NXT doesn't have nothing to draw me in. But
decent NXT.
I believe so, mate. It's just nothing there for me, and it's
I
probably
know.
that,
It's not everyone's cup of tea.
It's that old thing is there's no name there to draw me in. I was a big Black and Gold fan. Big Black and Gold, but I was drawn in by the people there because I watched them guys on the Independents and stuff like that. But yeah, for the sense of the pod going forward, yes, I'm going to have to still watch the product. I might not discuss his moments as well in great detail. I might pull my face.
I'll do that.
There might be many, many rants on people getting buried because of him. And that's my feelings, not Matthews, my feelings. I do feel it's coming, but we're not going into that again. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm not watching this week's though. I cannot. And that's. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't. This week's one it will be the worst one for me to watch because I believe when Seth came out, they were shouting his name.
No, not when he came out. He sang his song. He got into the ring. They were still singing his song. He got the mic, and then they started chanting CM Punk. But they slowly died off and then he said, obviously, I'm not gonna even talk about someone that doesn't even want to be at the company. Then they started up again a little bit, and then they stopped. So it was always
that's where my annoyance will rise quickly. Is if the likes of Seth or Cody's in the ring. I know Seth's got the video out there right now, so it's got relevance. But let's say that's all passed with 6 months down the line. Seth's in the ring talking about a title challenger. And they start about chanting CM Punk's name, CM Punk, because that's who they want to fit. That's when my annoyance level will rise again. That was my issue with CM Punk from day one, is how much the fans want him in everything. Just like they did with Daniel Bryan. They literally, if they could, the CM Punk fans would put every title around his waist.
So you hated me then? Because I was that person. I wanted Daniel Bryan. I wanted CM Punk in the main event.
Daniel Bryan wasn't as bad. I think with Daniel Bryan, it was the way he got injected into that WrestleMania match very quickly.
Thank God.
Yeah, now on hindsight, yeah, but at the moment,
Batista and Orton was just awful, waiting to happen.
But at that moment for me, I wanted the Batista Orton. I wanted to see Daniel Bryan take on Triple H, and that was it. But now when I watched the match, I was like, okay, yeah, we needed it. Blue T.
See, it's there, and then you get hot headed. You just need to go. Do you know what? Let's take a step back. Let's just think about it. Because I would say
10 years. We've been doing 10 years of listening to his name being chanted in fucking Chicago, when he wasn't even interested in coming back.
That anywhere though.
Well, Texas don't shout Stone Cold.
It'd be a bit of a shit shout when it's Stone Cold. No, do you know what everyone does? What?
Yeah, but Birmingham over here doesn't chant for Petey Dunne.
No, they chant what?
No, they do the woos. Please stop the woos.
I don't care about the woos.
I hate the woos.
Say the what's when someone's trying to talk and it's like, stop. There's just no point. Stop it.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
In the right time, in the right place, the what's are good.
Nah, it only works well if it's like Steph or Vince. Then I'm like, yeah, okay. But anyone else, like, it was did he do it against the other week? Can't remember. I think it was Escobar. And I'm like, why? Why?
No, the right people, yes, I agree with you. It can get annoying.
Knobheads, man.
But
anyway.
But then it's like the yes chanting, and I hate so much. But yeah, in hindsight, I will have to still watch the product. Will I be watching Raw this week? I probably won't watch Raw this week. Yes, I'm spiting. I'm hurting myself because I believe there's a really good Cody's Shinsuke bit.
Yeah, there was. Ivan Bronson Reed. I'll keep saying it to the cows go.
Yeah, it's his first one back, so that one's that's gonna sting a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie to you all. I am praying for the day he fucks up. Praying for the day he fucks up.
Honestly. Anyway, content-wise, we got Matt V. We had a podcast. It was late a bit because I'm not gonna lie, I've been sleeping a lot over the past couple of days. I realize I'm 34 and I can't do pay-per-views anymore. And then I stay up and watch the press conference as well, especially because of the CM Punk thing. I thought I'll stay up and watch it, and then I did a video. So I went to bed in the end about 5:45, and I was like, And then the next day, obviously, I went to go and see my friend I've not seen in a while because I tried to get out a bit with my leg. Monday, I slept all day because I had to work today because of a meeting I had. So yeah, Monday we released the Full Gear. We talked about Full Gear. I don't know whether John's still not watched it. I've not watched it. I've not got anywhere to watch it. I forgot about ITV.
I don't think ITV is showing it, mate.
Drinking blood.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look into that. But then it's like 2 weeks behind. I might just have to bite the bullet, mate, and put 15 quid on Fight.
Or do I just go ask? Because I will watch it.
You can do if you want.
Yeah, I thought you didn't have it anymore. I thought you got rid of it.
You can still buy the pay-per-views.
We'll just go after it.
Yeah, good. I will sort that a bit. No, so I haven't watched it. It is because I want to watch. I'm really into my Call of Duty again at the moment, playing zombies. So I want to watch
my I'll tell you what I bought. It's over there. I can't reach it. Can I? No. I can't. So Black Friday has just been through, and obviously went onto Euroshop. Click the link in the description below and help the fellas out. Anyway, went on Amazon, bought Final Fantasy 16, which I've been excited to play. I finally bought it, and I bought it for 25 quid. It was on sale on Black Friday. Now it's gone back up to 50.
Nice.
And I bought some t-shirts as well.
I bought nothing in it yet. I'm hoping to catch some of the cyber stuff later on. But yeah, contract-wise, mate, we've got Matt versus John. I do believe the next one that's due out is a doozy.
It's the big one. It's a
doozy.
Tomorrow, that one.
You'll get an idea then when you watch that. When Matt said earlier on that he likes to wind me up and I like to wind him up. Prime example.
Yeah.
Prime example. To be fair, my wife's actually waiting for that one to come on because she wants to watch it back. She heard my side of it all. She needs to hear your side of it all. So yeah, we've got Matt versus John. I think you're working on emulator-based stuff coming soon too.
So I have absolutely smashed the emulation stuff out. So we have, I've now got the PS1 emulator. So I've got SmackDown. I've got Attitude. I cannot play Attitude. I know it's my favorite wrestling game when I was a kid.
It was terrible.
But it's my favorite because it's my memory-wise.
No, it was the first one I ever played. It. Yes, I know what you mean. But it was
going
so
back
hard
to play it now. I had X-Pac versus Owen Hart. Yeah, I didn't get a move in edgeways. I forgot you had to press like left X and stuff. Just couldn't do it. We have SmackDown. We have SmackDown 2. We have Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain, SmackDown vs. Raw, and then all the way up to 2011, because then 2012 and WWE 13, the one I really want. And I know you're not going to like it, but CM Punk's on the cover. It's the Attitude Era one, where Gangrel and that was on it.
One,
that was the Attitude Era one. That was mint. Yeah, Gangrel, Too Cool, D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry. You had all the legends in it from the Attitude Era. It was sick. It was so good. That's my favourite one. But that's only on Xbox 360 and PS3. And I can't find a good emulator for either. So I might have to get my PlayStation down for that. But no, we've got all them.
PS3 games works on the 5, don't they?
They work on what? Did they?
PS3 games work on the 5. Try one.
Oh, I'm going to.
I'm sure
I'll try that after.
I'm sure you can do it if you've got them because obviously CX.
Yeah, well, we're talking after the pod. I'll try it. So yeah, we're going to SmackDown. I'm not going to SmackDown because I had a research and I had a look at what the career mode was, and it just there's no point. So we'll start and Just Bring It. I think WWF SmackDown career mode, just there was no concept to it. It was just you being a superstar and trying to win.
Yeah, I like that though. I like that.
SmackDown 2 was good because you unlocked Shawn Michaels after WrestleMania. You unlocked Billy Gunn at one point as well, I think, or a different version of Billy Gunn. I can't remember which one. And then Just Bring It was the very basic. You unlocked Fred Durst.
Emulator, because
yeah, man, do it. I'll
really
send you all the info. I'll send you all the info. So also with it, let me load it up. So also with it, I've got TNA Impact. I downloaded. Such a good game. Simpsons Hit and Run, Resident Evil Outbreak, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, because I'm a bit I downloaded Manchester United Manager 2005. I've deleted it because I forgot how bad it was. It was just shit. LMA Manager, but you could actually play it. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, absolute quality game. And FIFA 2001 and 3, and Blade 2, because Blade 2 was sick on the PS2. And then PS1, I've got the WWF games. I've got WCW Mayhem.
Nitro.
That's my next one. I've got no room on my PC. I need an external hard drive. Because I've downloaded so many games. And Casper, because I played it as a kid. And Alien Trilogy. Yes. And then I downloaded a 3DS emulator because I like the Pokemon games on the 3DS. So I've downloaded that and I've been playing them. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon I've been playing.
I start my DS, so I still play on there. Oh yeah, that's
we all couldn't have everything.
I just don't part of it, mate. I don't
know.
care how.
It's still £100, you know, the 3DS is now.
I've got the 2DS, you know, the tablet style one, because my little sister
played
the 2DS one, my 3D and my normal DS, and they broke the hinge. Not just by playing with it too much. But what I would say is, content-wise, plenty coming. Obviously, I can. Sorry, someone's ringing me, and I've just declined it, and I'll ring them back in a minute. But yeah, then the social media guys, we plugged it earlier on. We'll plug it again. We'll plug it throughout the video. And as we say every week, you're watching us here. We've got 100+ viewers a week. We only have 43 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button. And it's really important as well. And I only just learned this week that we need you to hit the bell as well. Subscribe, comment, and like the video, because that's how YouTube work on the monetization and stuff like that. Please, if you are one of the people, 100 people watching this on average, please just hit it. If I can't let it's entertaining, let us comment underneath something that you want us to debate. We're happy to do spin-off videos of people like, you've seen our tier lists and stuff like that. We can do them. But obviously, me and Matt bouncing off, it's only so much that our brain capacity will work at. But yeah, comment. And obviously, you're on here. Talked about social medias. Go and see the proof that Big John Cena follows us on X, Wrestling Fellas. Same on Facebook, Wrestling Fellas. And then TikTok is Wrestling Fellas Pod. And Instagram is Wrestling_Fellas Pod on Instagram. Go and give them all a like, give us a subscribe. But I think, mate, about 2 hours in, I think it's a good time to end.
It's had to be a long one this week. It's had to be a long one with everything that's gone on.
But yeah, until next time, peace out.
Peace.